Hi guys, it's Oracle Anie, and I'm here for another tarot reading. Now, I just felt like changing it up, because I feel like the message that I've been sharing has just come out over and over and over again. And I've said it enough times, so I'm going to do my other type of reading, which is just a channeled message for clarity. And I'm going to start with what is this message about generally, and who is this message for, or who else is involved in this message. Then I'm going to do some oracle cards with spirit messages from John Holland, and then we're going to get into the details with the tarot. Okay, so let's see what is this message going to be about. For the house, oh. 33 key, and 14 fox. Okay, so this could be a message for people who are thinking about moving, or maybe you just moved to a new place. The key represents answers. It could also just be the key to a new house. And the fox, let's see, I think the fox is about, a job or something. Yes. So what's jumping out at me is that this is a steady full-time job, something that would be like traditional, full-time 9 to 5 job. So this message could be, we can take it in both directions, right? It could be that you move to a new house, and when you move to this new house, you start having more opportunities, more doors opening, and these doors lead you to a new job that is more steady, right? This could also work in the other direction. It could be that you move for a job, and when you do that, new doors start opening, right? So like this could be receiving news about a new job that requires you to move, or that maybe allows you to buy a home, or something to do with family and stability. And all right, I like where this is going. Let's see what signs are here. Okay, so this is Taurus. This is, does that have a sign at all? Let's see. I have to look at my notes because I'm still learning it. Okay, the key doesn't have a sign because it depends on the card surrounding it. But number 33 could be an angel number. You have 4, 14. So those are also, you can also look at that as angel numbers. And then the fox represents what sign? Neptune. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune, so it could involve a Taurus and a Pisces. Okay. Wait. Or, hold on. This is like sliding for whatever reason. Okay. So maybe you're wondering if you should move, right? If you get this job offer, you're wondering, should you move? So far, right, we're gonna get into it, but so far it looks like a yes because it's gonna unlock some answers for you. Or at least some opportunities, right? Because I really do get the sense of doors opening up with this opportunity. Okay, so let's go with the Oracle. Spirit messages. Okay, well, we got a lot of cards. So we have the Nature card, and it says, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality times outdoors. If you watched the short that I posted for this week, it's also about going outdoors and reconnecting with Mother Earth or with nature. So here's a confirmation of that message in case you didn't see the short, or in case that you did see the short and you still haven't been outside. Dream talk. Your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those and more. This is here connected to this Neptunian energy of the fox. So, you know, we had the Pisces full moon. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So you could have been having a lot of vivid dreams in the last few days, either leading up to the full moon, during these 3 full moon days, right? And I would say that these messages that came through those dreams are actually important. So I would just suggest writing it down. And then there's the forgiveness card. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions, and it has an exclamation mark. So I'm just going to read it again. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. So with this message, you know, when it comes to forgiveness, sometimes going straight to forgiving the person that hurt us it almost seems crazy and daunting, and I don't want to do it, and I want to hold on to the resentment. And I can tell you that's not where you really want to start. That could happen, but the most important part about forgiveness is actually just forgiving yourself for making a mistake, or for, forgiving yourself for allowing somebody to take advantage of you, of allowing them to hurt you, allowing them to cross your boundaries, whatever you didn't know, but now that you do know, is it really a mistake if you didn't know, right? And I would say that the first step is just forgiving yourself. If you ever get to the place where you can forgive the other person, great. If you don't, oh well, you know? Oh well. Okay. So the dreams could be talking about how you're holding on to resentment. They could be talking about how you have to find a way to forgive yourself. And going out in nature would be beneficial to just kind of get that energy moving, right? Because if you sit with it, it might torment you. I don't think this is something that you can ignore. I think that this is something that if you do ignore, it's just going to grow and grow and grow. And the dreams, this is when people start getting like repetitive dreams. And they actually become bothersome. And why do they become bothersome is because we're not doing anything about them, you know, and our intuition talks to us through our dreams. So I would definitely seek out a dream interpreter, write down the symbols, the signs, the messages that you get from these dreams, and just kind of start working towards this situation that needs to be resolved. This resentment that you're holding needs to be resolved. The anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Always, 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 when there's anger, there is fear underneath that anger. So the dreams could come up as a nightmare. Maybe you are having nightmares, you know? All right, so let's see what the full message is. Oh, look. And even though I'm not doing the other reading, these are the 3 chakras that I work with the most when I help people. Solar plexus, throat chakra, and heart chakra. So even though I'm changing the format, and even though I'm doing the other type of reading that I do, they are still showing up, meaning these chakras are needing attention, okay? Could be through blocks, could be through misalignment. I offer 2 types of readings. I offer readings for clarity, which is what you're seeing today. And then I offer a reading for healing and how to start the process of closure. So that's the other type of reading that you see where I do the 3 rows and stuff. But if you want your private reading, my links will be below. Okay. So what is this nature card? Okay. Yeah. I don't know, they keep dropping things, but that was my neighbor upstairs. All right. So there's a thing here about like you needing to make a change, needing to make a move, needing to let something go, but feeling like either something is standing in your way and you can't go, or there's something that's holding you back, and for whatever reason, you just haven't made that leap. It could be this resentment, right? Or it could be a person, and we'll see what that is. The moon in reverse is about having a revelation and having the clarity about things that you weren't able to see before. And I think that this could be a reference to the full moon in Pisces that we just had. Now there could be a, oh yeah, okay. Okay, I see. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is that it's the only one that's holding you back or standing in your way is yourself. And it's because you are meant to heal, to take a break, to rest, to be in silence, right? So when you go out in nature and maybe you go for a walk or you go outside, this is not a time to talk on the phone. This is not a time to listen to a podcast. This is not a time to listen to music. This is a time to be outside in complete silence and to allow your thoughts to come to the surface. Because when we're out in nature and we allow our thoughts to come through, they come through so loud and they might be painful and they might suck. But as you work out, that negativity starts to clear away as you just allow them to come to the surface and just like pop. They will it will come to an end, right? But yeah, there's almost like a denial of like, I don't need to rest, I don't need to reflect, I don't need to take it easy. I can just keep going, and not pay attention to this. Meanwhile, whatever this resentment or this anger or, like I said, a fear is suffocating you. And so then you can't progress with the rest of the stuff that you have to do. What is this street talk? The Hangman. So you've been put in a situation where you can't move backward and you can't move forward. You are forced to be suspended in time and in space and to reevaluate your choices, your actions, your thoughts, the way you view a situation, the way that you view a situation. And you know that you have to do something different. You have to break away from tradition. You have to take a step that requires you to be more courageous, that maybe you don't know exactly what you're doing because maybe nobody in your family has ever done it. Maybe you're going to be the first one to act in this manner. And you don't know, like, it's almost like you can't ask anybody else for advice, but you have to do it and you have to start somewhere. And every time that we start something new, we're not the best at it, we're not perfect, right? But it is in the doing that we get better and that we learn. and that we begin to master different things. And I think these dreams could also be talking about encouraging you to break traditions, to break rules, to change the way things have been done, that you've seen things been done, right? Oh my gosh, this is driving me nuts. This keeps moving. Okay. Let's see. I think that, and I probably brought this up in my other reading, right? See, because even if I want to change it up, the information keeps coming through. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that is making you feel less than, making you feel like you're not worthy, or that you're lazy, or that you're not good enough, this has to, you have to be done with this, right? Because, let's see. Because it's keeping you away from your creative energy. And now that I'm saying that, you know, this card over here, playing a violin, the Empress is a very creative card. I think the Empress is also a sign of Taurus, because of Venus here. The Hangman sometimes is related to Pisces. So those signs are repeating. The Moon is Pisces or Cancer. The Fool is, I think, is Aquarius. I'm not sure, or it could be Aries. Yeah, I think it's no, wait, I think it's Aquarius. I don't know. I don't know the Fool. But okay, so there is that. Right. And what is forgiveness? Yeah, so this, just how it says it here, this resentment and this anger is suffocating you. But forgiveness, and as I said earlier, self-forgiveness is what's going to give you freedom, is what's going to allow you to come out of this hurtful situation. That, you know, the Eight of Swords usually talks about how your own negative thinking and your negative attitude and your negative outlook is the only thing that's holding you back. It's like a mental prison. And if you're able to change the way that you think, freedom is granted to you, which is the Eight of Swords in reverse. And let's see, the High Priestess in reverse is an indication of not listening to your intuition. So I'm going to say that your intuition, again with the dreams here, it's confirmed. your dreams, if you're having nightmares, if you're having vivid dreams, these dreams are talking about how it's time to let something from the past go so that you can be free. What's this? The Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody who uses their looks to control other people, right? Like, she knows that she's attractive, and it doesn't have to be a she, right? But this card represents somebody who knows they're attractive and they use it for their personal gains. The Ten of Cups in reverse. So this could definitely be, this could also be, I would say that it makes sense that you would be holding on to resentment when it came to the situation, because the Ten of Cups in reverse basically talks about going through a disappointment, and it's on the emotional level, right? It could be, this could actually indicate a breakup. But when the Ten of Cups is upright, right, it has, it's just very ethereal, right? It's very romantic. It's very beautiful, right? And the Ten of Cups can represent like an idealization of a situation that hasn't actually come to fruition yet, right? Like, you're imagining the best case scenario, you're idealizing a situation, you are hoping that the result is this beautiful happy ending. And unless there are cards confirming that, it is just an illusion, right? So the Ten of Cups in reverse is saying, yeah, it didn't work out, and you are in your full right to be sad, in your full right to be disappointed, in your full right to be hurt. But at some point, you have to forgive yourself. And you have to notice how, which of the thoughts that you're having are causing you more stress, more panic is the word that I heard, more panic, and that they are simply not true, right? You have to build up that mental strength to be able to discern what is a thought that helps you and what is a thought that that holds you back. And I think that if you're in a situation right now where you don't feel like you can move forward and you can move back, it's because you were given the opportunity to do that for yourself, and you didn't. So the universe has put you in a holding place until you can, how do I want to say this? Until you can cultivate a new way of seeing the situation. This is like testing out new ideas, but like in a mental way, right? New concept. It's learning new concepts, new ways of looking at things. Excuse me. Anything else? Oh, the Queen of Wands here could be a fire sign. So that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So I really do think that this was the person in the past. Okay, and then the Chariot, which means that you will overcome this. And I really do think that that spirit is on your side. Because otherwise they would have just let you completely crash and burn. But you're being put into pause so that you don't. And then the Hermit is just an indication to look within. And it's also about taking a walk in nature. So that's confirmed here again. Maybe the solution has to do with not just looking within, but being able to compromise on opposing ideas so that you can move forward. The Chariot is a Cancer, so we have a lot of water signs. We have a fire sign from the past. We have Taurus. The Hermit is it Virgo or is it Capricorn? I can't remember. But this could, because I don't always relate the major arcanas to people's signs. I rather I rather use the major arcana to think of times, right? I think last year the card of the month was the Hermit, and I think that's why I think it's Capricorn, but it's not. So something could have happened during Cancer season, which was like June. So then you have Taurus, and then you have Cancer, right? No, you have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and then Leo. Okay. This could be a situation that's been going on since February because we have Pisces, or March. You know, there's kind of like a continuation of time. And I think the Hermit is Virgo, and now we are in Virgo season. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it until there. If you want a private reading, then it would have like better advice about how would you specifically go through forgiveness. It would have more specific advice on how to make sense of the dreams, you know, more advice on what you would need to do out in nature, more advice on just like more specific to you and not so much of like this general concepts, basically. Okay, have a good weekend and I'll see you next week. Back. So I wanted to make sure that that was actually the end. And then these two cards came out. So the Two of Cups in reverse also talks about separation with somebody that maybe the situation, just the relationship, the connection wasn't fully developed, right? But then it's followed by the Sun, which is a positive card. And I think that either you're going to have clarity about why something ended before it developed, or you're or you're going to be able to find happiness beyond this experience. Or alternatively, it could be that the light of the Sun, I think it's that first one, it's like that clarity that comes in. But you know, have you ever seen like if you have plants, right? When it's nighttime, their leaves like droop, right? And they're like, oh, they kind of go to sleep. And then the sun comes out and they perk up and they're like, oh, the sun. So that's kind of also what I'm getting. Like a revitalization here, energy, nourishment, strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. Yeah, there's something positive. Either there's something positive that's coming about this kind of like separations ending thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, bye.